whole thing of everyone is a cloud chaser and we put them in one box, that's not gonna work. Everyone has racism in them. It's just a certain percentage. Trying to point the good and bad, then we have to have a certain number that, okay, this is the cutoff percentage for your racism, right? Cloud chasing. So there are a few terms on the internet that that have been overused, that have been used so much that they've lost their meaning. You get what I'm saying? And cloud chasing is actually one of them, because there is a thin line now between content creation and cloud chasing. Because look, if we think about it, in order to be a content creator on the internet, you need viewers, all right? So to get those viewers is where the thin line is between content creation, or whatever you want to call it, marketing or branding, whatever you want to call it, between that and cloud being a cloud demon, basically. I forgot what it is. Cloud chasing, yes, and cloud chasing. So there is a very thin line, because at the same time, while you're trying to grow your audience, you have to also be ethical and stick to your ethics on that. And also with that, like, our values, right, as different people are different. So we have different, like, as our values are different as people, right? We view cloud chasing as different. Some person might view cloud chasing as this, some person might view cloud chasing as that. But like, it's really watered down right now, because people will go on your comments and be like, yo, you cloud chasing, yo, you cloud chasing. And it's been a frequent thing that I have decided to bring up the official definition of a cloud chaser. All right. So this Google search, because we all use Google for our information. Cloud chaser is a critical term for a person who is taught to be intent on attaining fame, especially one who tries to do so in ways considered desperate, such as leveraging their proximity to famous people or doing things considered foolish, degrading, or dangerous. So, desperate, that's what we're gonna look at. Desperation, right? So if I'm doing my thing, let's say I'm a vlogger, right? I'm doing my vlogs, I'm doing my thing on the streets, I'm meeting people, and I meet this famous person, right? So me getting them on their vlog, is that cloud chasing? And me getting them on my vlog, because I'm a vlogger. I'm not a vlogger in real life, but like in this instance, in this case, I'm a vlogger. So I go out on the street, I meet Logan Paul. Yeah, I meet Logan Paul. So me getting that person, Logan Paul, or whoever you want to put, on my vlog, what do I have to do for it to be considered cloud chasing then? Because if I just get them on my vlog, I don't think that's cloud chasing. Because how can that be cloud chasing if literally everybody, or maybe cloud chasing has become such like a thing that everyone does, that it's become so normalized, and that when you cloud chasing, you have to be over the top and extreme, and which is why I feel like that should separate different people who are not cloud chasing from people who are just doing their thing, right? So like Charleston White, I feel like Charleston White is for sure a cloud chaser, right? 100%. Now, he should be called a cloud chaser and differentiated from people who are just doing their thing and getting the clout. I would say that. Oh, me as a vlogger. He should definitely be differentiated from that, because he has that desperation for the fame and all that. Now, there's also a thin line. Like if you see me like already thinking, I'm thinking ahead, because like I'm putting all of this together in my head as I speak, and like I'm trying to figure it out. But anyways, moving on. So I was speaking of desperate, right? So me doing my content, right? And just being a vlogger. How am I a cloud chaser when, let's say, Logan Paul, right? I'm a vlogger. Don't forget, I'm a vlogger, right? I'm a vlogger on the streets. I met Logan Paul, whatever. Now, Logan Paul goes through, let's say Logan Paul goes through, I'm going to use two situations, right? So let's say Logan Paul first, he wins his big fight at the what you call WWE. He wins a big fight at the WWE, and then what I do is I be like, "Yo, this guy who appeared on my vlog just won." Let's say this is a post. I'm like, Logan Paul just won the WWE, and then I remember I do like a memory thing. Remember when he was on my vlog, blah blah blah, right? People will not consider that as much cloud chasing as if Logan Paul goes through his crypto zoo scam allegedly, whatever is going on there. When Logan Paul goes through that and I do the exact same thing I would have done if it was a good story, then all of a sudden it becomes cloud chasing, which I do not understand how that standard is set and how we get to that point of, okay, this is cloud chasing and this is not cloud chasing, right? And we have to really separate these things because we can't classify all people as racism. It's like racism. I once had a I forgot who spoke about this, but they like everyone has racism in them. It's just a certain percentage. So it's like a percentage thing, right? So you could be 2% racist, you're still racist, right? You could be 5% racist, you're still racist, right? And you could be 20% racist, you're still racist. So how do we then classify it like, because obviously if someone is 80% racist, they cannot be in the same category as someone who's 2% racist. Because judging from this theory, if everyone is racist, then we're trying to point the good and bad, then we have to have a certain number that, okay, this is the cutoff percentage for your racism, right? So at what point do we cut off is my question, because a 80% racist can't be in the same category as a 2% racist, right? It's just not fair. So it's like murder. There's like first degree, second degree, what, manslaughter, all those things. So we should have also those categories. Now back to my first point, linking back to what I'm speaking about, cloud chasing. So we have to have certain categories of cloud chasing that when it gets to this point, it's not cloud chasing. It's just a person doing what they do, right? And that's because we all, it's like a thing that we all know, right? We all know that this person is not cloud chasing. We all know that this is not a cloud move. This wasn't meant to be a cloud move. But because of our own agendas, we will classify it as that, as cloud chasing, and as that, just because of our own personal agendas, right? So with human agendas, with that in the mix, then it becomes a whole different thing. Because back to my racism theory, if you're gonna classify that 2% racist person who is as good as racist as you and whoever your family is, let's say your whole family is 2%, but just because that person is you have an agenda against that person. That's the only reason that you are bringing up their 2%, right? So that's why we have to change that scale of cloud chasing and find a different. I don't know what the scale is gonna be, but that whole thing of everyone is a cloud chaser and we put them in one box, that's not gonna work, because what you're doing is you're putting all these stunt people, Charleston White, all these crazy stunt people. I'm using Justin White as like a blanket. A blanket. Well, damn. I'm actually doing what I'm speaking against. Because right now I'm using Charleston White as like a blanket term for all the cloud chasers. But when I think of it, there's different levels to it too, which is why, going back, we should have different scales for that, right? So we should have like it should be like a chili scale if you think about it. So we have like mild, hot, extremely hot, right? So we have content based, cloud chaser, cloud demon, right? And in between that, we also have scales, right? Because like you can't just group people in 3 categories. It won't make sense, right? Because Charleston White is a blanket term for what? Cloud demons, right? So there's a difference between cloud demons and there's in the thing of cloud demons, there's like a ranking too, right? In it, there's a ranking for cloud demons. So we definitely, what we need is just a scale. We need a scale that will help all of us to be able to not call everyone a cloud chaser, right? Because not everyone is a cloud chaser. People do content, people report on stuff, and that doesn't make them cloud chasers, right? And this term of cloud chasing is like a watered down term. It's like when someone says gaslighting. What is gaslighting? I'm gonna Google it. Gaslighting. I'm pretty sure y'all have different definition. Okay, so to gaslight, okay, is to manipulate someone using psychological methods into questioning their own sanity or powers of reasoning, right? So gaslighting, I'm pretty sure right now your definition was not this, was not manipulating someone using psychological methods into questioning their own sanity or powers of reasoning, right? It definitely wasn't that. It was probably like you capping or you just hyping me up. Different. So it's the same with cloud chasing. It's too watered down. We need to start using correct definitions, right? And in me included, I'm not perfect, never claim to be perfect, will never be perfect, but we can all learn, we can all start, and we can all just use proper terms. Use proper terms. Now, before we go anywhere further, this video right here, see this video? Yeah. This video is for you. Just for you.